What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon. I am getting ready for our trip. Looks like we're going to get some rain today again. Got to get some things done here before we get ready to go. I need to clean the truck and power wash the back. Got some paint and stuff spilled back there. The power wash, so I'll take that stuff right off. I was sitting here watching Dak Attack, and Dak was talking about Wanye Thomas and how they felt like the defense, literally after one play in the first quarter, that everybody, and I mean everybody, just literally gave up. And you could see that and you could feel that without a doubt. The question you have to ask is, and this, you want to blame somebody. We always want to have somebody to blame, even if it's not the right person. Everybody wants to say, here's the reason. I don't know if Dan Quinn had felt bamboozled by the Cowboys, that maybe he stayed because he thought he was going to become the head coach, or we heard, of course, him talking about how tomorrow isn't promised and you got to go all in. You know, we know that he did the NFL tour of trying to find jobs out there, and of course the Cowboys were kind of like, well, if Dan Quinn doesn't get hired, he's going to be coming back here. And you wonder if Dan Quinn did sabotage the Cowboys, or is this just mental toughness? We've heard some things from the players that point to that they're not like Marines. Let's put it that way. As a Marine, you're taught to adapt and overcome. For me, and not that I'm saying I would do any better if I was a Dallas Cowboy player, but there's always going to be times in your life where things get difficult and it's easy to just say, I'm going to throw in the towel. I'm done. I can't do this. I, on the other hand, like to try and figure out when I get the door slammed in my face, and I do get the door slammed in my face quite a bit. I like to try and figure out another way of going about things. Trust me. There's more than one solution. But I think more than anything else, that's partially where the Cowboys this offseason, they looked at some of the players on the defense. The offense didn't change that much other than Tony Pollard really going. Tony Pollard, who left you wanting more, who definitely had a down year, after having been franchise tag, and that's typically what the Cowboys do. They run you till your wheels fall off and then move on. That one wasn't a surprise. But I think they looked at this thing because our problems have been the same throughout the year. Because people keep saying, oh, well, they shouldn't have gotten rid of this guy. This guy's a starter. Well, just because you're a starter doesn't mean that you are the guy, that you're great. You might be a starter out of, we ain't got nobody else. And when you think about how bad the Cowboys got run on, let's be clear here. Every team that could run the football literally ran it down our throats at will. And I don't care if you talk about Buffalo, who literally said, you know what, Josh Allen, you're a great quarterback. We know you can sling the football, but we're going to only pass the ball 14 times against the Cowboys because they can be had. And that's exactly what they did. They ran the football right up at us and destroyed us. So you start looking at these things and you say, the guys that didn't come back are your Dante Fowlers, your Dorrance Armstrong, your Hankins and things. Guys that are in the middle, guys that are supposed to be there to stop the run. And those are the guys that got let go. Linebacker-wise, well, they didn't have to even let go because Leighton Vander Esch made that decision for them because of the injuries. But beyond that, you look and say, this is a philosophical difference. And that's why you bring in a guy who is fiery, like Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer is the opposite of Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is more of that, that loving father that's going to pat you on the back. He's going to make you feel good and everything about you. He's not going to yell at you per se that much. He's not that screamer. He's not the Bill Parcells that's going to get you that look. But what I think they really need is they need accountability. They need to understand that I can't be scared of those guys over there. I'm more scared to come back on the sidelines and face my coach. You follow what I'm saying there? Because we make stupid, boneheaded mistakes all the time. Whether it's Randy Gregory hitting the quarterback down low or tackling offensive linemen, or Sam Williams running into the kicker, lining up off sides. And I don't ever see anybody held accountable for those things. And that goes back to the whole thing of, when things go down, you haven't faced that adversity. Maybe that adversity needs to come from within. That's where Charles Haley was a different breed. You screw up, Charles Haley was going to come after you. You didn't have to worry about the coaches, because winning was everything. If you weren't about winning, or you cost him the win, you stealing from him. And I'm going to tell you, bro, back in the day, you didn't take anything from Charles Haley. And you better keep your head on a swivel, even in practice, because he is going to be coming at you every single play. So I don't know what it is about the Cowboys. We got Philly 500 always talking about chokers. Cowboys are chokers. Well, it's hard to argue with that when you played so well during the season at times that you go against the Green Bay Packer team that's young and green and you don't show up. Yeah, I don't know what it is, bro, but let's hope we can figure it out. Are they closed? I need to get some car wash stuff. No, they're open. Okay. I had to go to Advanced Auto Supply, and there was no cars out here. I was like, wait a minute. We in the country on a Saturday afternoon, and there ain't no cars in front of the car auto parts place? Are you kidding me? This is like car parts capital of the world. You got to be open on a Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and some people should be here. All the shade tree mechanics should be here, like me. Peace.